Hey, Tracy Lawrence in the studio with us. Hey, I saw. Hey, good morning. I saw your video. It was a TikTok, I think. You got this old car, your first car ever. You still have it?
That's the car I came to Nashville in.
Oh, okay.
All the way back in 1990. So, that car, when it got here, it had 250,000 miles on it. 3 cylinders worked all the time. The fourth one would kick in every now and then, and it'd cough and spit and buck and all that stuff. Yeah. And it gave me everything it had till it finally just laid down and died.
So it looks terrible. I mean,
it is terrible.
It looks like it's a junked car, like a car you shoot.
Yes.
And so it's out on your property. You just have it out in the field.
Well, it was up against the fence row, and the management thought the idea would be really nice to drag it out and do pictures and stuff around it. So it's actually on the back of the album package of Hindsight 2020.
Why don't you fix it up?
Because it's a piece of
Have
junk.
you seen it?
Oh, man, it's really bad.
It's really bad.
I know, but okay.
I like my truck.
Okay, well, here's what you do. Here's what you do. You go spend about $4,000 and you get one of those really cool crate electric motors that nobody.
Yeah.
And they're like 400, 500 horsepower.
Yeah, that.
And you
great.
Put that in there, and then you have no. Then you have like this sleeper car. And you pull up to a stoplight and you're like, you want to race? And then you can be like,
here's what I think's a better idea. What's that jingle that these kids do where we buy junk cars?
Cars for kids.
Cars for kids. Why don't I donate it to them? Let them do it.
Yeah. Well, you've held
They
on
said
to
they'd
it
take anything.
You've held on to it this long, so obviously you have some sentimental attachment to it.
Man, there for years, literally, I would go out there and sit in it for the first few years that my career was really taking off. And there's times that I'd just get overwhelmed and I'd just sit out there and have a couple of beers and sit in that car and cry. I really would. Man,
you need to
it was
fix
pretty
this
overwhelming to come in that and for my career to take me to where it's gone, man. There's times
you
that
need
it's been
to fix
emotional.
that up, man.
Well, I have to tell you that I was telling the guys, I bought this lot, $100 worth of old Country Weeklies. And you are in Country Weekly talking about that truck, how only in America could a kid from Arkansas come on in, bring the car.
Well, let me tell you how far we've come. So I was rummaging around on the internet the other day, and I found this article about how in Scotland, if you're a landowner, you are legally entitled to lord. So there's this website you could go to, and you can actually buy property from Scotland.
I've always wanted to
So
do
I
that.
bought 1 square foot of property for $49.99, and I'm waiting on my certificate. So I've been telling everybody on the road that they need to start addressing me as Lord Tracy.
I want to do that.
So coming from Arkansas, that's
I
how
believe
far
in
I've come.
Scotland it's pronounced laird.
Yeah.
It is a laird. You're laird.
And my wife said, well, did you get me one too? I said, you got to buy your own.
Well, if she's married to you, doesn't
She's
that make
lady.
her a lady?
She's
supposed to be a lady. I said,
Okay.
you can get your own.
So you want to go in half on a plot of the moon? Because they're
Sure.
selling
How
bits
much
of
that
the moon.
cost?
I don't know, but it's the same people, I think.
What title do you get with that? Is it
Can you buy a
Overlord?
star, too?
Yeah.
Overlord.
What is your TikTok? It's just Trace. Do you even know what it is?
Tracy Lawrence.
I'm sure it's got my name attached to somewhere. They remove about 75 people a week off that thing, imposters and stuff.
Yeah. Look him up on TikTok, Tracy Lawrence. Always good to see you, man.
You two guys, thank y'all.
Hey, if you like that video, go ahead and subscribe and like and hit the bell and do all the stuff.